There have to be shameless people in the world. This person in front of you might just be one of them. Remembering that a whole class must necessarily exist will enable you to tolerate its members. Disrespect is one of the all too often problems we face in our daily lives. It could make us feel uneasy, angry, and irritated. But what if we might learn from the ancient Stoic wisdom? This philosophy changes our view on disrespect by teaching us how to handle challenging circumstances with grace and intelligence. In this video, I will explore 10 practical Stoic strategies that can empower you to handle disrespect in an empowering manner. Remain calm. One of the core lessons of Stoicism is that our emotional reactions are dictated by our internal interpretations of external events rather than the events themselves. People are troubled, as Epictetus wisely observed, not by events, but by the perspective they hold about them. Therefore, when faced with disrespectful behavior, it's critical to keep in mind that such behavior is a reflection of the other person's beliefs, feelings, and opinions rather than your actual value or worth. This insight can assist you in keeping your calmness so that disrespect doesn't adversely impact your emotional well-being. Furthermore, Stoicism promotes the growth of emotional fortitude. This entails developing the ability to be composed in the face of disrespect and channel the unpleasant feelings into sources of calmness. Instead of letting your anger or annoyance get the better of you when someone treats you disrespectfully, you can use that energy to fuel your own development, self-improvement, and steadfast adherence to your Stoic values. Reflect on yourself. Self-reflection is a fundamental component of Stoic philosophy. According to Stoicism, the quality of our lives is determined by the quality of our thoughts. It is crucial, therefore, to reflect on yourself when you encounter disrespect. Ask yourself, is there any truth to what this person said or did? Did I say or do something that made this happen? How can I respond in a way that is consistent with my moral principles and virtues? If you want to become even more self-aware, taking time to reflect on your life and strategize your next moves, subscribe to our channel and receive regular advice on self-growth. By considering the circumstances and your role in them with objectivity, you can develop a better understanding that fosters wisdom and personal development. By reflecting on yourself, you make sure that your responses are based on thoughtful analysis rather than rash decisions. When you experience disrespect, see it as a chance to develop and improve yourself. This does not mean tolerating it, but using it as a mirror to evaluate your own behavior and reactions. Doing this will help you be more prepared to deal with similar situations in the future with poise and wisdom. Take a moment to pause. As Seneca wisely advised, whenever you are angry, be assured that it is not only a present evil, but also a growth of the habit. Stoicism places a strong emphasis on the value of reason and restraint. Impulsive responses to disrespect that are motivated by strong feelings, like rage or annoyance, frequently result in poor decisions and needless suffering. The Stoic approach, on the other hand, pushes you to fight the need to respond right away. Pause for a moment, gather your thoughts, and regain emotional control. By doing this, you will be able to react with more composure and thoughtfulness, in line with the Stoic values of wisdom and self-control. This is what Stoics commonly called the premeditation of adversity. It is self-selling. It enables you to obtain perspective or take a step back from your initial emotional reaction. During this reflective moment, you can remind yourself of your Stoic beliefs. Choose a reaction that is in line with your highest values and reinforce your commitment to live a virtuous life. Cultivate empathy. Stoicism acknowledges humanity's interdependence. Having an understanding of the emotions and motives of others can result in better relationships and personal development. It might be quite beneficial to practice empathy when facing disrespect. Make an effort to understand the viewpoint of the other person by placing yourself in their position. This could make it clearer to you that their disrespect might stem from their ignorance, worries, or insecurities rather than anything personal or deliberate. Additionally, empathy can inspire compassion, which lessens animosity against the disrespectful person. By responding with compassion and respect when you empathize, you may prevent a quarrel from escalating and preserve your dignity. Moreover, empathy fosters more solid interpersonal bonds. According to Stoicism, our interpersonal relationships have a direct impact on our morality. By cultivating empathy, you may create a place for understanding and mutual respect even in the face of disrespect. Your compassionate demeanor could eventually have a good effect on other people and result in more peaceful relationships. Focus on virtue. Stoicism places a strong emphasis on developing virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Virtues are the traits that allow us to live moral lives and behave honorably, even in the face of unpleasant events like disrespect. Stoicism encourages you to be accountable and to put virtue first. This does not mean putting up with or overlooking disrespect. Rather, it refers to reacting in a manner consistent with Stoic ideals and beliefs. Even in difficult circumstances, you can uphold your dignity, integrity, and personal development by focusing on virtue. For Stoics, the greatest good is virtue, and all other good things come second. Therefore, consider how you might demonstrate the Stoic virtues in response to disrespect. Is this a smart and wise response? Is it fair and just? Does it exhibit courage and self-control? These questions function as a roadmap for your behavior, guaranteeing that you stay true to your Stoic philosophy, even in the face of adversity. Accept whatever has already happened. Acceptance is a core lesson of Stoicism. Epictetus advised, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." This mindset encourages you to embrace things beyond your control, such as the disrespectful actions of others. This Stoic concept, known as the dichotomy of control, emphasizes the separation of what you can and cannot control. You have influence over your thoughts, feelings, and actions, but external circumstances and the behavior of others are beyond your control. Therefore, it's essential not to let disrespect hinder your inner tranquility. Instead, you should acknowledge it as a part of life and focus on self-improvement. Stoicism teaches acceptance as active recognition rather than passive resignation. It involves acknowledging that life is composed of uncontrollable external forces, like the actions of others. This guides you to adjust your attitudes towards these situations rather than resisting or lamenting them. Through this approach, you come to realize that, while you can't control the behavior of others, you do have the power to control how you respond to them. This ability enables you to find peace amid difficulties and handle respect like a boss. Counter disrespect with humor. As Seneca noted, humor can be a powerful tool in coping with disrespect. You have mastered yourself when you know how to deal with what you should not take seriously. Stoicism emphasizes reason and emotional restraint, but it also acknowledges the importance of humor in handling difficult circumstances. When someone treats you disrespectfully, humor can assist you in keeping your emotions in check and preventing out-of-control rage or irritation. When appropriate, responding with a clever comment or light-hearted joke might lead to a more peaceful and pleasant ending. Stoicism emphasizes the value of preserving harmonious connections with others, and humor can be an effective technique for fostering that. When you respond to disrespect with humor, you open a door for a more friendly environment that facilitates dispute resolution through open communication. Set clear boundaries. Stoicism teaches us to be brave, powerful, and just. It also teaches us to respect others and ourselves and to always retain our composure and dignity. But being Stoic does not mean acting passively and tolerating disrespect. It's about being resolute and affirming your worth. You can be both assertive and composed. When someone disrespects you, let them know exactly what they did wrong and how you want to be treated in future. Then, set reasonable and clear boundaries to safeguard your dignity, self-respect, and self-care. Setting boundaries is an affirmation of your value for your own dignity and well-being. Be principled and assertive in your interactions with others, but also remain steadfast in your commitment to self-care. When you establish boundaries, you are not only respecting yourself, but also gaining respect from others. Forgive. Forgiveness is a potent Stoic practice. It's a gift to you, not a favor to the other person, the secret to inner contentment and tranquility. Stoics advocate forgiveness in a just and compassionate manner. When someone treats you disrespectfully, you have the power to forgive and let go of the hurt feelings that affect you more than anybody else. You can move forward with inner peace and tranquility when you perform this act of self-care and personal growth, which releases you from rage and bitterness. Furthermore, forgiving others is in line with the Stoic principle of focusing only on things within your control. Even though you have no control over other people's actions or their willingness to apologize, you have power over your reaction. Making the conscious choice to forgive is a way to free yourself from the weight of resentment and bad feelings. It is a way to achieve emotional freedom and an affirmation of your dedication to the Stoic ideals. Change your perspective. Perspective is the ability to perceive things from a wider, more impartial viewpoint. It helps in preventing you from overreacting to disrespect. By applying perspective, you can see that the disrespect is often fleeting and insignificant, having no bearing on your actual value or contentment. Additionally, it reflects the ignorance, insecurity, or weakness of the other person. Decide not to let disrespect consume you. Instead, choose to ignore it, forgive it, or learn from it. Your objectives, values, and virtues are what really count in life, and perspective helps you focus on them. This allows you to live a more contented and tranquil life. Life is what you make of it. As the Stoic Emperor Marcus Aurelius once said, using perspective, you can understand that most instances of disrespect are transient and inconsequential. They don't determine your pleasure or value. Rather, they are merely passing moments in the greater scheme of things. Accepting this Stoic viewpoint can help you develop resilience and keep your focus on the important things in life. Stoicism teaches you to control your emotions rather than repress them, which will ultimately result in a life of inner serenity and calmness. As you proceed to implement these ideas in your day-to-day life, you will realize that you are more capable of handling disrespect with courage, discernment, and remarkable stoicism, and that your journey to becoming a true boss is just beginning. Watch the next video and unlock advanced strategies and insights to elevate your emotional intelligence.